We are so glad you have joined us today. Our meeting will begin momentarily. Hello, and welcome to the meeting of the Webster County Board of Education. We are so glad you have joined us today. Our meeting will begin momentarily. Hello, and welcome to the meeting of the Webster County Board of Education. We are so glad you have joined us today. Our meeting will begin momentarily. Hello, and welcome to the meeting of the Webster County Board of Education. We are so glad you have joined us today. Our meeting will begin momentarily. Hello, and welcome to the meeting of the Webster County Board of Education. We are so glad you have joined us today. Our meeting will begin momentarily.
Hey, Jimmy.
How's everybody?
I'm good.
Good.
Doing well.
This meeting will come to order. It's a regular meeting of the Webster County Board of Education. It's also Webster Springs Elementary LSIC meeting. It is Friday, November 21st, 9 a.m., and we're at the board's office. You have any changes to the agenda?
Yeah, I'd like to ask the board to, this is a prior approval fundraiser. The Webster County High School cheerleaders had a gun raffle safe, and they've had some issues getting that safe picked up. It was on, I believe it was on the last agenda or 2 agendas ago. And she came and asked that we extend that raffle to go through January the 1st. It was supposed to end for December 1st, but they've had some issues getting the safe. They were going after the safe, I believe, this weekend to have it. They didn't want to start the raffle until they had the safe in hand in case they sold out of them. So they were going to Summersville Harbor Freight to get it. And it wouldn't really necessarily be a voting item. you guys approved it through the end of November. They're now asking for it to be approved through the end of December to give them more time to sell raffle
The
tickets.
end of December. And what group is that?
Webster County High School cheerleaders trying to get money for their uniforms.
Cheerleaders.
And Tammy Holcomb was involved in that conversation, and she was okay with everything and how they were handling it with the finances.
Okay.
I think it was the last or two. I think it was 2 agendas ago is when it was that you guys approved it. But she did the proper thing by asking for permission to extend it. I'd like for you guys to grant that to her if you don't mind.
Okay. Anything else?
No, ma'am.
Student performance, student outcomes, and academic goals. And we've got Webster Springs Elementary School for their LSIC meeting. Welcome.
Does she have a microphone? There it is.
Yeah.
I'm so all open.
Good morning. So I put a little packet together with some examples of what I'm talking about in there and a few pictures. Thank you for having me this morning. I appreciate you. Let me move my LSIC around a little bit. We'll just kind of start off with our after school program, which is very big at our school, is doing extremely well again this year. We have approximately 55 students enrolled, and we average around 40 each day. So we have a good turnout. We're really excited about that. And they get homework help. They do 3D printing, robotics, crafts. One day they learned how to make butter. My child was very excited about that. So, yes, they made butter. She loves butter, so she really loved that.
That's awesome.
They do physical activities, so they have a good time. It's a great program to have. Our attendance this year is going really well. I'm very happy with that. I kind of listed on your paper just the time that I've been at Webster. We've been increasing each year. Year to date, we're at 95%. So very excited about that. We have an incentive for attendance, and kids like that. But I think it's also due to our teachers. They tell the students they want them in class. They want them there. They miss them when they're not there. Kim Conrad makes phone calls for us, our social worker, when kids are missing. So I think kids are learning, parents are learning that we want them in school. So I think that kind of goes to our enrollment being up. Communication. We post activities on our school website, Facebook page, Seesaw. I send home a monthly calendar, which I gave you a sample of, our November calendar. So we try to get things out there as early as possible, and if there's changes, we kind of toss that in as soon as we know, so that we do all calls when necessary. With communication with staff, I do a weekly principal update. My one from last week is in your packet. Those I attempt to get out every Friday. Sometimes it's over the weekend or Monday morning, but they get those. They kind of lets everyone know what my schedule is and what is happening within the building for at least a 2-week period, and then any announcements or anything that's happening that I just want to make sure they're aware of. So we're very big on communication in the building. Our crisis, emergency safety plans, we're very big on that. All of our drills are up to date. We may try to have another drill in December, not a fire drill, but well, maybe if it's warm. So those are kind of up to date. We do have crisis manuals in every classroom that lets subs know, teachers know what they need to do depending on what drill it is or what is happening. We did get our privacy fence installed at the start of school, thanks to my custodians, my staff, the maintenance. Very group project, we got that up. So people have been pretty pleased. Staff's very happy about it. So we're glad we got that done. And thanks to the board and county for helping us pay for that. One thing that we started, it kind of came up in our LSIC meeting, one of our first ones when we were talking about kind of safety and concerns, and it came down when we had the fire at the hotel and our kids were at the high school. It was supposed to be for a couple hours. They stayed all day trying to get them back to the school. It was an issue. It was kind of chaotic for us. And one thing we found, like our teachers left thinking, we're going to be gone 2 hours. We'll be back for lunch. You know, gone all day. They didn't have anything on the kids. And then they got stuck not getting back to the school in town, and parents were coming, family members were coming trying to get kids, and we were worried at the school, like, you know, some kids can't go with certain people, and so we worry about that safety. So what we kind of came up with, it was my preschool teacher, Tina Gillespie, was her idea, was something she was wanting to do. She mentioned it, and I was like, we're doing that, that's great. And so with Pam Clutter, my secretary, I'll give it to her too, we created our own little bug out bags. So every classroom teacher has a backpack. It has a little chain with their name on it. And inside, we have like a medical kit with like basic first aid. We have gloves, we have bags, we have ice packs, we have gauze, we're ordering a few other things to put in there. So they'll have that they'll take with them. They have a binder that has their class roster, sign in, sign out sheets, accident reports, emergency contact information, all the information we would need. So anytime kids, we go outside for recess, they take their bag. Field trips, they take their bag. Case of emergency, they grab the bag, and everything's in it for when they go. Then we have pens, paper, you know, highlighters, all that good stuff. So I've been very excited that we've done this. We actually sent them on our field trip today with all of our teachers. So, like our DURS has one, and it has the entire school. Our, like Jeff Hamrick for PE, music, art, they all will have one that has the entire school. So if there is an emergency, they grab their pack. They have all the information that they need for when we go. So, been very excited about having that together. Building improvements and cleanliness. I know the cleanliness of the building has kind of been a topic off and on. And last year we had a rough time because we didn't have a full custodial staff to almost the end of the year. So it was very rough last year. This year we do have a full staff. Very happy about that. My evening staff works really hard. They're great workers. One thing I did put in place this year to help with that is we have checklists, and I put examples of those in there. One for morning, one for evening. I do have one for my halftime person that's a little bit shorter because that's only 3.5 hours. I didn't include that one, but it's very similar to the others. And so they turn those into me weekly as to what they've gotten done and any comments that we need to put on there. Another thing I'm going to start doing is walkthroughs with them, so we can kind of pinpoint where we're having issues, if any, and kind of make sure those are being taken care of. So we're making some effort. One thing I will say of any need I will bring up today is my halftime needs to be full-time. I know our enrollment's going down, but our building is still large. And if we want it clean the way we thoroughly want it clean, the halftime needs to be full-time. With construction, we're still going with construction, still happening. Making improvements each day, but we're getting there. I believe the glass is supposed to be delivered, I think, today, and they're supposed to start installing on Monday. So hopefully all that comes through. They have to do some work on our canopy again, but offices, I'm in my office still trying to put stuff away, but Pam will move into the main office once the glass and everything's in, because we just thought that's not a good idea to try to run the office while they're installing glass. So hopefully after Thanksgiving that will be up and she'll be able to start moving into her new area. But I did put a couple of pictures in there so you can kind of see the new office area. So, but anytime you want to come down, things are looking good. New ceiling tiles look beautiful. They updated our kitchen tiles or cafeteria tiles again because we had an issue of the sound was, it was crazy. Yes, it was driving us all. It was very echoey. Even a couple people made it sound like there was 100 in there. So they put up new ceiling tiles and it has made a world of a difference in there. So, but things are coming together and, you know, we're liking the new things. We got our new basketball system installed and Junior League is using it and it's going really well. And there's a picture of it in there also. Family engagement. So on October 23rd, we had our first 9 weeks parent-teacher conference, and we also kind of went with an event with after school. It's called Lights On After School, and we had a great turnout. Joyce came down and joined us. So parents met with teachers. We had a great turnout for that. Usually we don't have a lot of people. It was packed. They also came in, they carved pumpkins with their kids. We had refreshments. Mr. Markle, we put him to work. He was down there serving refreshments for us. So we had a good time. And then we had them light out. All the pumpkins went outside, and I put a couple of pictures of those in there. So it was nice. It was fun. Everyone had a great time with that. And had lots of parents saying, what are we doing at the next parent-teacher conference? I'm like, okay, now we got to come up with something. Because it was a great way to get a lot of new parents to come in, because we usually just have the same handful that come to parent-teacher conference. So this was a great way to bring in lots of other people. We have another family engagement we're planning for December 19th, along with Camden Health. It's going to be kind of a writing activity and then a movie. So our writing activity, be working with the kids and the parents on learning better ways to help them get to writing, because our kids do not like to write anything. It's a struggle. So we'll have a writing activity, and it'll kind of be like writing letters to Santa. So we'll do a little academic thing with the kids and parents, and then we'll have a movie afterwards. So we're looking forward to doing that. And then with LSSE, we'll continue to come up with more family engagement activities for our second semester. But we've been happy with the one we've had and the one coming up. Family involvement, just getting people in. We had a huge turnout for our first 9 weeks assembly. Like, our place was packed.
Yes, it was.
So that was really nice to see. We had a Constitution Day assembly where all of our students, all the grade levels, did a presentation on the Constitution. They did an awesome job. Had a great turnout of family and friends for that. And our Veterans Day assembly, same thing. It went really, really well. So I've been very pleased with those things and our involvement with our families. Our academics, still something we have to work on. But one thing I do want to say is we have a lot of students that participated in our literature fair and spelling bee that went on to do an excellent job. Like they went to county, did extremely well. They've gone to regionals and did extremely well. So very proud of all of our students doing those things, because it's hard to get up and talk about things in front of other people. So very proud of all of them. So with our academics, our K2 is now using the new program Ames Web, which has gone over very well. It's more of a one-on-one assessment. K1 is completely one-on-one. We feel we're getting better information than we did from already. Second grade part of it's digital online, part of it's one-on-one, but still, the teachers are pleased with it, and the information and reports that we're getting from it. So we don't have anything really from last year compared to our Ames Web. So this year in math, and what it is when you look at Ames Web and the state's cutoff scores is they look at the national percentile, and it's 25% or less is who we really have to look at who's struggling. So in math, 36% K2 was below national percentile, and then in ELA 23%. But this was also based on things that they have not learned yet. So we're kind of where we are, and I think we'll see a great growth come this second benchmark in January. Our GSA last year, and I just kind of put on here 3rd through 5th because that's who I still have in my building. Overall, I mean, we had 67% that partially met standards or above. In math, 66. In ELA, we're not where we need to be at all. We've made growth, which is good, and we aim for that, but we are not where we want to be or need to be. So we've been taking steps to hopefully improve that greatly this year. As for our first benchmark, once again, based on things that they have not learned in their new grades, 29% partially met or above standard in math, and then in ELA was 52%. We usually do better in ELA than math. Math's always been our struggle. Countywide, statewide, math is where we have issues. So some of the things that we are doing to improve. I started last year talking with some of my staff. My lead teacher, Jenny Koger, and I talked a lot. We kind of pulled in Holly Clark. We had lots of conversations, even with Amy Mall, who was academic coach for the county last year, as to what she was seeing countywide. And a lot of things we just were figuring, we need to go back to square one. We need to start at the beginning, because we know we have kids with lots of gaps. We have lots of programs, lots of great programs that we use, but we're still, yes, there's some growth, but not what we want to see. So we thought, okay, we got to go back to square one. So one thing that we kind of came up with, because in my building, it's just me, the instructional leader, disciplinarian, chairman of all the meetings, so I get pulled. They always say you don't have a perfect person, but you have perfect intentions. And I have great intentions, but sometimes they fall short because life just gets in the way of them sometimes. So we had, with my Title I, I had an interventionist, Mrs. Boyce, and she retired last year. So my little group, we kind of decided, let's revamp that position. And we created our academic specialist, which Jenny Koger was hired for, and it has been amazing. So she has helped me a lot. We're both in classrooms, we're observing, we're doing walkthroughs. She's modeling for teachers when they're getting stuck in an area. She comes in and she helps set up our small groups. And one thing that we realized is we had to kind of refresh our teachers' memories on Tier 1, Tier 2, and Tier 3 instruction and what needed to be happening. Because we felt we were missing out at Tier 1, at the very basic part is where we were missing. So Jenny did a training with our teachers at the beginning of the year, and it was like, oh, okay. So we've put a lot of things back in place that we needed to. Core instruction is going extremely well this year. We have a lot of small groups, flexible groups that are happening daily with our kids. Like I said, Jenny's gone in and helped set up some of those groups and get them moving. So those things, and I think we are going to see a lot of growth. Like, I'm really excited to see how we do in January, because I feel our kids are getting a lot more than they have in the past. Like, we're really hitting what we want them to hit. Another thing that we did this year is our first month of school, we focused heavily on expectations, routines, and procedures, school-wide and within the classroom. So it was a daily thing of what's our procedure in the hallway? How do you transition from one thing to another in the classroom, different parts of the building? So that was done because we needed to teach our students how to be students again. And I think that has helped classroom-wise, classroom management-wise, and discipline-wise. Like, you'll see in a little bit, our discipline has even gone down. So we've improved in those areas. So with our PLCs, also we've been getting those in, and we are working with our teachers. We're breaking apart our standards, and we're telling everyone, you guys, slow down. We're going to have to slow down. I know we want to hit all the standards, but we have to slow down and make sure that we are hitting them the way we need to hit them. So we're kind of breaking those apart, because a lot of times we glance at standards and be like, oh, we just have to learn how to multiply whole numbers by 2 digits. Well, no, in the standards, there's probably 3 or 4 more steps. So we're breaking those apart so everyone is very clear on everything they need to be covering to make sure they're hitting and mastering that standard. So our new little idea that we're doing now is we're teaching at mastery and bringing our kids up to us. Because somewhere along the line, we kind of dropped down because we knew our kids have gaps, and we started teaching where they were, and that wasn't helping them grow. We need to teach at mastery and bring the kids to us, and we're already kind of seeing that. Where last year we had all these kids with the K-3 plans that we have to do. We had lots of them, then kids not making progress. We've been reviewing recently, and a lot of them's already made a lot of progress with what we're doing. So I feel what we're doing is definitely making a difference. So once again, I'm excited to see how we do in January and then at the end of the year with the steps that we've taken this year. Discipline, I've kind of listed on there for you what has happened in the years I've been at Webster, and as you can see, each year we've been going down. We kind of make changes to our discipline policy as needed each year with what worked, what didn't, what might need changed. And like I said, I think this year with adding in that push at the start of the year of expectations and policy and procedures, which teachers continue to do throughout the year still, our discipline has gone down. So very excited about all of that. That's given me more time to get in classrooms, so that's been a good thing. Good things happening at Webster. I have an amazing staff who goes above and beyond. Like our Constitution Day Assembly, the presentations the kids did were awesome. Our Veterans Day, 6th grade signed God Bless America. It was beautiful. They had songs and poems. It was great that they take those times to do that. Our Light On event took all of our staff to help with. You know, everyone stayed. Of course, we were doing parent-teacher conferences too. We did Wednesday, our Macy's Day Parade. Mr. Arbogast came down and enjoyed that with us, which was a fun time. We started it last year. Leslie Markle came to me and she's like, I have this crazy idea. I was like, all right, let's do it. And so we had a good time this year. We made it a little bit bigger. Some other grades joined us, so it went really well. It was a lot of fun time. And actually on the agenda today, and I'll kind of answer that question for you, we're wanting to enter into the, I think it's most joyful school class in the state. So we're putting a video together from our Macy's Day Parade to be able to enter in that as long as you guys approve it. So excited to see how that turns out. And once again, at the start of the year, my staff, you know, we had a rough start of cleaning and the construction. And I just say the staff went above and beyond again. They came in on the weekends, they stayed late, we scrubbed, we cleaned, we put stuff away, because there was dirt in every nook and cranny of our building. So kudos to everybody with that. I appreciate all of it. We have great parents, community members. They helped out with our Halloween parade. We had 11 groups come in, banks, GNR, FRN. Lots of people came in for a Halloween parade to help with that. They help out with our fundraisers. Our community has been great with our backpack program. We've been getting in lots of donations, which has been much needed. So excited about that. We're liking the remodeling. Lots of parents, when they come in, I kind of give them a little tour as what's happening, and they're happy to see those things occurring also. And that's it. If you have any questions. Oh, and I have Lindsay and Jenny here with me today. They're part of our LSIC. Do you guys have anything you want to add?
I don't, unless you just really want me to say something. But no, you covered everything.
Okay.
I would add that our community support has just been phenomenal lately, especially with feeding kids. I'm extremely pleased to see. We went from 26 to 77 with the backpack, and that has made a huge difference with our community pulling in.
That's like true.
It is.
That's all I have, unless you all have questions or anything.
Board members, any questions?
Yeah, I've got a couple calls and messages on the cleanliness of the school with janitors. I'm not trying to single anybody out, but they're saying day shift is not pulling their weight. And every one of them said that. And I don't know how they know that, but they're saying that day shift is not doing the job they need to, and they're leaving most of it for the night shift, which you got 1.5 on nights, which I realize might not be enough. But
Yeah, and it's hard, and I will say this we can all do improvement.
No, I know.
Absolutely. One thing I'll say, day shift in one hand is hard because you can go in and you can sweep up all the towels and stuff on the bathroom floor, and 10 minutes later, they're back. It's kind of a constant throughout the day. So yes, improvements do need to be made, and that's why I put that checklist in, and I'm starting the walkthroughs with them.
okay.
To make sure that we are hitting and my expectations are being met. But yes, evening, like I said, if we could have that half-time to a full-time would be extremely helpful to really do the in-depth cleaning we need to.
Well, I mean, one of the calls specifically said the day shift one's spending too much social time and not doing enough cleaning. Now, whether that's true or not, I don't know, but
Right,
you might want to look into that.
absolutely.
That's all I have.
Okay, Susan, you have any questions? Lisa? Jimmy, you have any questions?
No, no questions. I just wanted to kind of mention that like Carrie Jo talked about doing the walkthroughs with the custodians. I think that's a great idea. I hope that really improves everything. And I would say I think all the principals need to make that a point. Let's create some checklists, and they all need to go and make sure, because from what I hear, every school is kind of dealing with that same issue. So these custodians need to be held accountable. The checklist sounds great. I think that needs to be across the board for every school. But I appreciate that, Carrie Jo.
Thank you.
Anything else, Jimmy?
No.
Okay, and I don't have any questions. Joseph, you have any questions?
No.
Thank you very
All right,
much.
thank
you.
you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Carrie Jo.
Sarah, will you get my
And
red
thank you
folder?
all for coming too. And you're welcome to stay for the rest of the meeting. You don't have to.
I guess it's running.
Yeah, I know.
And grab Sarah, grab the executive session thing. I forgot to write it on Susan's. It's okay.
Next on the agenda is approval of the minutes. Is there a motion to bring approval of the minutes onto the floor?
So moved.
Susan, is there a second? Second. Lisa. Anyone see any corrections or additions?
Yeah, give me just a second, please.
Yes.
One of the issues with the minutes was on the back page under the activities. Where's the events? Sorry. There you go. Under use of facilities, or I'm sorry, excuse me, under extracurricular trips, gifted students, that one needs to be omitted. It was left on there by accident. We approved it at the prior board meeting. I think it was it, wasn't it? I think that's all we said, was it? Oh, number 2, under new business discussion, possible action on the video storage stuff for the buses. I added that the board approved that we go ahead and purchase that. I believe that was the last one. Okay. That's all I have for the minutes.
Did any of you all see any corrections or additions that need made to our minutes?
Who motioned and seconded that?
Susan motioned and Lisa seconded.
Thank you.
All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. No presentations?
Yep.
Now we're down to student dispositions.
I move that we go into executive session under West Virginia Code 6-9A-4, number 3, to decide the possible expulsion of a student.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mike. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We're in executive session.
Soon as we're green.
Everyone go green?
Lisa made the motion to come out, I second it at 9:40.
All right.
We are now out of executive session.
Madam President and board members, you heard my recommendation regarding the student disposition inside of executive session. At this time, I'd ask that you take a vote on my recommendation that we made therein.
All board members in favor of the following the superintendent's recommendation signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Delegations. Did we have anyone sign up for delegation, Sarah? We're now down to the consent agenda. Is there a motion to bring the consent agenda onto the floor?
So moved.
Susan, is there a second?
Second.
Mike. Payment of bills, fundraisers, use of facilities, and extracurricular trips. Tammy, I just have a couple, and I didn't get a chance to talk to you prior. It's probably 2/3 of the way down, because it says the same thing on both lines. Liberty Distributors Incorporated, $28,585, and then for description, it also says Liberty Distributors Incorporated.
That's,
Maintenance supplies.
yeah,
Maintenance
yeah, it's
supplies.
that's Jeremy's winter order.
For the whole winter.
Yeah, some of it, not
Yeah,
all
yeah,
of
I
it,
hope
but
that-
that's a lot of it. That's a lot of custodial stuff.
Supplies. And then there was basically the same thing under professional, two under that, Tammy. Under professional hearing solutions,
Yeah, that's for our,
say it again.
our hard of hearing.
Now, is this like monthly, or how often do we get this?
It just depends.
Depends on what they do,
Yeah.
what services they provide.
Okay. So it fluctuates. How many students countywide, numbers, how many do we have countywide that use this service?
Which service?
The hard of hearing.
It varies. Every deaf hard of hearing student is eligible. We run her through as needed. So she's not on a set basis for a set number of kids, no.
Oh, okay,
She works with Kelly to service the needs of those students.
gotcha. And that's all I have. Mike, Susan, Lisa?
Under Hacker Valley Elementary School, donations, November 22nd to June 30th. Are those donations being solicited?
No, I told her they could not be solicited.
Those are for if somebody walks in the door and says, "Here, I want to donate coats or books to the school." That they cannot. The way we're going to move forward with this, because the policy is getting approved at the next board meeting,
Okay.
or vote, whatever. The policy is up. The new policy for soliciting donations is up for vote by you at the next board meeting. Once that is passed, then I will put out guidance to the schools regarding that they cannot solicit and go out and ask for donations. But you'll likely stop seeing these requests for donations, because it'll be in our administrative guideline as a county that says people can come in and donate to the school, but they have to do it and be receipted the proper way. We cannot solicit. So they won't have to ask for this anymore, because they won't be allowed to go out and get it. It's over.
Okay.
So, but like how it's listed here for Hacker Valley.
Mm-hmm.
So you're saying someone comes in and says, "I want to give you $100. Use it however you need to."
Perfect.
So we don't have to approve once a year that they can. No.
Because it'll be it'll be an official policy.
Gotcha.
Once it's a policy, you'll have
Because
to
we used to
approve.
have to. Yeah.
It's kind of like a blanket approval, I guess you would say, forever.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. but then people won't be able to go out and say, would you like to donate $10 to the Gabe Markle basketball team? They can't do that no more.
Mike, any questions?
No.
Susan, any other questions? Lisa?
No.
Jimmy, you have any questions?
No.
If there's no more questions, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We are
Glad to
now-
see the heat's working in the board office this morning.
Feels good.
Working real good.
So it's cranking, isn't it? Hey, Dr. J,
All these,
you care to go take a look what that thermostat looks like back there, please?
Turn heat up.
No. Negative.
the mails are all.
Negative. Thank you, sir.
We are now down to new business. Is there a motion to bring new business onto the floor?
No motion.
Lisa, is there a second?
I'll
Second.
second.
Jimmy.
Jimmy? Okay, number one, consider approving Hacker Valley Elementary School to apply for the Susan F. Bennett Memorial Grant Program in the amount of $500. Do you know what this grant program's?
The Susan Bennett, they apply
Yeah.
for it every year.
They do it every
I
year?
think they've got it once or twice. I think, haven't they,
Okay,
Tammy?
I just wondered.
I think this is the one they've got. It might be a new one. I think they've got this before.
But what, but
What are they using the grant money for?
yes.
I
because
didn't,
there's
I didn't
gotta
see
be
the
guidelines.
I didn't see the application.
Okay. But it's a grant and it's free, so, just. Number two, consider approving Webster County High School senior student KL for work release. 3, consider approving Beth Roberts to attend out-of-state ACTE conference in Tennessee to be paid for with CTE funds.
Is that for the entire conference?
Yes, ma'am. One night is reimbursed from NOCTI. Thank you. Too many acronyms in my brain this morning. Yeah, NOCTI pays us back one night.
4, consider approving Webster Springs Elementary School to enter into the Most Joyful Classroom in West Virginia contest. This state initiative aims to spread cheer, celebrate creativity, and highlight the vibrant holiday spirit within schools across all 55 counties. Winning classroom will receive a free admission to Slango, Law Light the Night, passes for ice skating, and a celebratory pizza party on the Dirty Birds party deck. The Slango Law Light the Night, West Virginia's largest holiday light display. 5.
I think there might be some people in Wheeling that disputes that.
I don't know. Have you seen
Yeah, I've
this?
seen it.
It is.
It's cool.
5, consider approving ALC/homebound to change the rate to $35 per hour based on uniformity.
That's the right number. That is everybody moving forward after school teachings. 35. There's no more confusion. Now this will not affect any of the title positions that Dr. Pyle provides. She has a set. When she budgets for that, she budgets the amount. So this is for Webster County employed after school. If it's a job that if Allison gets some money for some after school whatever through title, she has to budget with the money she's got.
Yeah.
So that will just, and if we approve those in the future, we will make sure we put the rate and put something parentheses title funded position so everyone knows it. That's why if it's only $30 or $25 or whatever, then you'll know why. Okay. This gets us the same across the board.
Any questions, board members? If not, we're voting on items 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Now we're down to personnel.
After you read the code. Okay. Personnel needs to be brought on the floor. Right.
Is there a motion to bring personnel onto the floor?
I motion.
Mike, is there a second?
I motion. I move that we go into executive session under West Virginia State Code 6-98-4, number 6, to discuss the resignation of John Sharp.
Susan's made the motion. Is there a second?
I second.
Lisa seconded it. All in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We're in executive session.
Mr. Markle will need to remain in here with me for that. Lisa, you seconded, yeah? I ain't never seen a 12-point in a look.
See
See
ya.
ya.
Thank you.
Have a good Thanksgiving, Jim.
You ready to go green?
Yes.
Okay, everyone good. We are now out of executive
Susan
session.
come out, Lisa second, 10:14.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Stacy says I'm loud enough. She can pick me up on Lisa's microphone.
Going on to number 2, consider approving the following as volunteer coaches. Sierra Miller, girls varsity basketball coach, and Ryan Baird, boys basketball coach.
Just a reminder, those are volunteer positions only.
Number 3, consider approving the following for the substitute service personnel list. A, Carla Lewis, aide, beginning on January 2nd, 2026. B, Rosa Quinn, aide and cook. C, Faith Koger, aide. Number 5, consider approving the following for the substitute teacher list. Heather Neal. 6, consider approving the following for an extracurricular positions.
Letter A needs to read. Letter A needs to read Danielle, Danielle. Last name Williams. Common spelling. Letter B needs to read Brandon Green. Letter C needs to read Melody Rose. Let me just keep going while I'm doing it.
Go ahead. 7, we've got blanks to fill in for 7 for professional positions.
Letter A needs to read Jennifer Proctor. Letter B, Tamara, T-A-M-E-R-A. Last name Wooten, W-O-O-T-E-N.
And number 8, consider approving service personnel position.
Rosanna Post, R-O-S-E-A-N-N-A, last name Post, P-O-S-T.
And that's for itinerant special education aide / bus aide at Glade Elementary School.
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
Any questions about any of those board members?
I haven't done this in a while. I'm trying to get myself in the habit of doing it because this is something they told superintendents to make sure. Is there any names on there that anybody needs to recuse themselves from because of any reasons for that? I haven't been doing that. I got
Family members.
family members or something like that. I just
That would be cousin to Jimmy, the one, but cousin I don't think
no,
counts.
cousin's not one.
Yeah, I was going to say, is that 7C? Because my form doesn't have that on there. Is that 7C that Tamara's on?
It's 7B, Jimmy.
7B.
7B.
We got a revised one.
It's the
Okay, yeah. Okay, so hold on. So 7A
was Jennifer Proctor.
7A is Jennifer Proctor. Okay, hold on a second here. All right. All right. Okay, 7B is who?
Tamara Wooten.
Okay. I was thinking, why is Melanie going to Hacker Valley?
Yeah. And you might have got an email with the revised one.
Yeah, I had the other one there, but all right.
Not the one in our packet.
Yeah.
But as for a cousin,
So I mean, so I'll just to mention that Tara is my cousin, kind of like step cousin by marriage.
no.
So I can
Cousin.
do that. I mean, if everybody feels comfortable, I mean, I don't mind to recluse from that.
No,
She's
it's
not like super close or anything like that.
no, Jim. It's mom, dad, mother, father-in-law,
Brothers.
brother, sister. That's about it.
Okay. So,
I don't even know if brother and sister-in-laws. Maybe it is.
I don't know
I
about
know
that.
mother and father-in-law is.
Okay. So what is Melody's position?
she's on 6C, the extracurricular McKinney-Vento Family Engagement Liaison countywide.
And that's an extracurricular. Now, is she still over at Glade in a
Yeah.
full-time?
Yeah, communities and
Well,
schools.
gosh, because that's a long drive from Glade to Hacker Valley. Extracurricular. This is
Oh,
extracurricular.
countywide, yeah,
Countywide.
yeah,
It's listed as countywide.
Yeah, she would have to go. Yeah.
So that'd be a,
Okay. All right, I'm good now.
So that will be outside of the workday.
Mhm.
Yes, ma'am.
well, it should be. I mean,
Oh, it is. No, it is. It can't. It's extracurricular.
It's
It can't be-
extracurricular.
she can't do it within her workday. No.
so. Okay, board members, any questions about 1 through 8?
Do we need a separate vote on anything? No.
If not,
Did-
all in
did
favor
he-
signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries. We're now down to superintendent's updates.
All right. So I got a hard date for you for the SBA to announce the need selection. We'll know is December 15th.
Right before Christmas.
Say lots of prayers on the 14th. As Carrie Jo told you, I went down and watched the Macy's Day Parade at Webster Springs Elementary. That was so cool.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was really fun. Question had been brought up after Joyce talked to me and asked me about a question regarding the Sunshine Law, where board members cannot, we can't have multiple conversations and this and that. So the question I brought up to her was, as just in talking about it, would the weekly wrap up that I send you guys count towards the Sunshine Law? This is what I got.
See, Sunshine Law falls under ethics.
Yeah.
It's not policy or code. It falls under your ethics commission.
Being that it's just informational, do not stop that practice that the members expect from you. Your email should be written in a way that you should always keep in mind with anyone that anyone could ask for a FOIA for our emails. I have never, there has never been anything in these emails I wouldn't discuss to anybody
Yeah.
outside. So that's all. So we are good. We're okay with that.
Good.
I met with Christian yesterday from McKinley. If deliveries do not go array, he is saying that November the 28th, everything should be out. They should be, Dan Hill construction should be completely out of our county.
And that's November 28th?
Yes, ma'am.
So they'll be finished at Glade and at Webster
No.
Springs Elementary School?
Webster Springs, Dan Hill. Glades, I think Glades,
Oh, Glade's got another.
yeah, they're good. That's another
Okay.
different company. They will be done.
So down here, Webster Springs
Yes,
will be done.
is what I was told. 11/28. I advised him if they are not, that he would come to the next board meeting and explain why they're not. But I'm tired of covering for him. I love them to death, but they dropped the ball in Webster Springs, and they've told me they have. Now, finally, really good news. Really excited. Yesterday was the bid opening for the bus garage.
Oh.
And I am proud to announce, happy to announce, take one and pass it down for me, that we did have a bid come in within budget. Since Jimmy doesn't have a paper, we had a bid opening, low bid for the bus garage. You ready, Jimmy?
Yes.
$3,227,000 even. And that company is Accelerated Construction Services. They are out of Morgantown, West Virginia. I can say that I have not worked with them as a contracting company. We believe that if we can sit down, we're going to set up a meeting to sit down to value engineer some stuff to maybe chop a little bit more off of that price. And this company wanted to do that the last time they bid, and we told them no. They were $1 million higher than they are now. So, but they want to come back and they think they can value engineer some of that, and I think we can get it down within budget. So I'm hoping that Christian said he was going to say something to me, to let me know something by text sometime next week, so we would know when that meeting could happen.
So now this is just the bus garage
Mhm.
at the high school.
Mhm.
Is the sewage a separate one
Separate thing. It's separate, but they're going to try to tie it together.
together?
Yes.
And we've already,
We've got some bidding for that, but
for the
we've
sewage.
not accepted it.
You don't accept it?
No,
I didn't.
they're
okay.
they're still wanting to see, once they get everything finalized, they have the plans ready, but we've
Right.
not bid it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lastly, to my board member, to the board, to Webster County Board of Education, and all my staff, teachers, principals, everybody, appreciate what you do. All the employees, cooks, custodians, bus drivers, aides, everybody out there, we appreciate you very much, and I hope you and everyone's family has a happy Thanksgiving. And if you're out in the woods, be safe.
Be safe.
And that is all I have, Madam President.
Or if you go to Walmart.
Same
Or
to
if
you.
if you go to Walmart, don't trip on the boy that's loading groceries. But that is all I have for this morning.
Very good, Joseph. Mike, you have anything?
No.
Susan, you have anything? Lisa?
The only thing I have is the question about the vehicles that ran the bus sign that was out and kids were getting off the bus in Bowler.
I have not heard about anything about that.
Okay, so it involved a bus and a private vehicle?
Mm-hmm.
Like a personal vehicle?
Supposedly it was two different times.
I have not. No one is.
It was on Facebook. Tammy commented on the thing and said they'd have Jeremy to pull the camera.
Oh, I don't know if they. Tammy? Yeah. Lisa asked a question about something was on Facebook about somebody running a bus.
I know Jeremy last night he was
They're going to pull it today?
He was going to pull the camera today, but that bus is on its way to Glenville, so he can't get the camera till this evening.
Okay.
So we are checking into it.
Once we know that, if we have a good capture, we'll turn it over to the Sheriff's Department. Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. People's got to be safer. Thanks for. They'd see that on Facebook.
Anything else?
Nope, that's all I had.
Jimmy, you have anything?
Nope.
No? Okay, we're down to adjournment. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I motion.
Is there a second?
I second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We're adjourned.
Have a good Thanksgiving, Jimmy.